10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Power up, I'm in the zone, controller in my hand. Neon lights, city vibe, I'm the ruler of this land. Facing foes, I stand tall, breaking every chain. Swag gains the name, carving out my reign. Button tap, heart attack, I'm in the final stage. Enemies, shaking fear, when I feel the gauge. Single strong, the night is young, I'm ready to go. Pixel dreams, adrenaline streams, I'm putting on a show. Level up, watch me climb, never backing down. I'm the king, I'm the spark, wearing the victory crown. Press start, destiny calls, I'm taking the lead. The game of life is where I thrive, I'm planting my seed. Challenges lurking close, but the screen stays clear. Shadow boss, in the mist I have no room for fear. Cheat codes, what are those? I do it on my own. Legit grind, determined mind, I'm sitting on my throne. Glitches can't deter me, I'm rewriting the rule. In the frame, in this game, I'm nobody's fool. Flickering lights remind me, no time to lose. This epic roller coaster is the path I choose. Level up, watch me climb, never backing down. I'm the king, I'm the spark, wearing the victory crown. Press start, destiny calls, I'm taking the lead. The game of life is where I thrive, I'm planting my seed. Glitches can't deter me, I'm rewriting the rule. In the frame, in this game, I'm nobody's fool. Flickering lights remind me, no time to lose. This epic roller coaster is the path I choose. Watch me climb, never backing down. I'm the king, I'm the spark, wearing the victory crown. Press start, destiny calls, I'm taking the lead. The game of life is where I thrive, I'm planting my seed.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching from. It is me, your host, the one, the only, the Shibby. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and an awesome weekend so far. Here we are back in Final Fantasy XIV, part 3 of our EndWalker playthrough. I know this is kind of just like a out of the nowhere stream, but I'm like, I got time to kill, and I want to try and get through EndWalker as soon as I can, because once we're done with this, we're going to WoW Classic, baby. Yeah. So, with that being said, I think you guys can notice a couple differences. I was just, working on my leather worker and my miner a little bit, and I put my bard. I'm still kind of trying to get all my classes down into these sections. It's definitely a work in progress. I have to sort through all my inventory. So I was working on a lot of leather pieces, so I got a lot of kind of like junk right now in my inventory. But that's besides the point. And I did fix the windowed mode kind of issue. what was happening is what I found out is that I had to go to actual windowed instead of borderless window, set that for 1440p, and then switch to borderless window. And as you can see, the aside from the mouse lag, it's pretty smooth overall, no more jittery and everything, which means I can actually finally see the damn chat. A little bit of lag there, but that's okay. And I got Mr. Felix, the one and only, sitting right here next to me on my desk, blocking my mouse, staring at the door because I guess he hears something outside, but I give him some pets. There you go. Here's some pets for you, Mr. Felix. All right. Enough jibber jabbering. Let's get into it. I got another stream today with M80 at 4 for No One Survived. Well, that's given me so much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the form's true motives and the mysteries of life itself, for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude only to leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in the days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with the XIV, as the Skullart suggested, while I share our findings with Raha. Yeah. How come that quest is locked? There must be something else. Okay, so we gotta go to that place, wherever that is. Yeah, and I changed it too from FX, what is it called? FFXA anti-aliasing to TSC MMA or something, and it's definitely running a lot smoother. And the graphics are, of course, maxed out. So as you can see, we're getting a really nice, smooth playthrough here. No more lag, no more characters looking like they're running at 15 FPS. At least not on my side. I hope it's not doing that for you guys watching, but because if it is, that would suck. Oh, that's my little alarm going off. Don't worry about that. Sorry for the beeps. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the stadium proved most educational. Remember, it's not stadium, it's studium. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. Oh yeah, see, it's running smooth. Okay, cool. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Lamitsa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in Vilbred. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Justinian? Phew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Bertrand and the alchemists of the Great Work put their hearts and soul into each other in every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the form's watchful gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Montoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. Talimsa Laminsa. I haven't been here in a long freaking time. Oh, it's just right over there. I was told to expect you, as you may or may not be aware, the Admiral is at present entertaining the Elder Seedseer and the Sultana. We get to see Nanamo? It's been so long. Three of the most powerful women in the world in one room. You need a moment to prepare, or shall I show you to them? Oh, I'm good. I'm good, my man. I'm good. My apologies for calling you away from Charlian at such a short notice. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful, and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. It was only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it's only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. Is it reassuring to learn we are all in accord? Oh, it is reassuring to learn that we are all in accord. Jesus. I haven't had my coffee yet, and I've been up all night. Literally. But might I ask what your plan entails? It hinges entirely on the warding skills and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlian, the Allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of kobolds, Shangan, Ixal, and Antenna have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph at Razathan has given us cause for hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace, and it is you, the scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the blah 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 blah. Jesus God. Give me 1 second, I need to get something to drink. Okay, let's try that again. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telepharoi, there we go, at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ilsbad contingent. To think such progress had been made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered. Robbed of their free will, they serve the Telepharois every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside our decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality. For without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. Aye, on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Urianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there is reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway, though the same could be said of the Telepharoi. There's certainly no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be oh my god, why is word so hard this morning? This would appear to be substantiated by Ishtola's analysis of the tower's influence on aetherial currents. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the spires siphon aether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw far more than what is required for this task alone. The excess of aether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it's not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital. There's a logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we will bring their schemes crashing down, along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handling over the scales and being in our way. We want you and your scales to join the Illsbred contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that? Yeah, say for the people of Garlemald. Let's be nice about it. Couldn't have put it better myself. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warding scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Ilsebard, whatever, however you pronounce it. Raban and Lord Ermac are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourself known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs and the like. Without it, the cold will do you before the Telepharoi so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now, go safe in the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, upon your return. Okay, so now what? We gotta go to Alamigo? Yeah, to Gurabanya. I really gotta get some more Aetherite tickets. I don't want to use up all. It's starting to get expensive to travel. 1,000 gil a pop? Sheesh. I was supposed to make my tea with the lemonade, but instead I'm just drinking all of it. Windy, I can fly. Hey y'all, long time no see. Oh wow, there's a purple quest right here? I didn't see that. Raban, how you been, you old one-armed son of a gun? Ah, the Wanderer's return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warding scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Aramac be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we've seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there's a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilsbard contingent. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Shit, ain't that the truth? You can't make everybody happy, so why bother? Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I have battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Aramaric's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As we fight the good fight in Ilsbard, and I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Oh, it's you, Gaius. Word of your exploits traveled quickly. From what I gathered, the protective talisman you obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima for the sake of the people of Garlemald. May the fates be on your side. Oh, hey cities, welcome back. Happy New Year. So you're not coming with us? Strange, I thought you have a stake in this. I do. The Telephoroi have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mode of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering... Happy New Year to you too, man. Hope all is well. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel to the Ilberd's contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversantly... Oh, you visited the Home Alone house. Nice. That's cool. I've never heard of Chirac before, but that's cool. It's like, Kevin! Oh my god, we forgot Kevin! Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I'm a branded villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot. Let's go with this one. I don't know. Oh. Okay, I gotcha. Let's see. We will deliver from hoods. Yeah. I gotcha. Nickname for Chicago's hoods. Let's see. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot. We'll be nice today. It's a Saturday, so we'll be nice. For what it's worth, you have my gratitude. Yeah, because I kicked your ass. You and your comrades have the strength and courage to deliver my countrymen. I am certain of it. You can, I don't know, dude. I mean, you kind of went off on a high note there, but you can. I'll think about it. Probably not, man, because you did ignore several warnings. So usually when it's a permaban, dude, like that's it. I don't, and I told Carr the same thing. Like I don't tolerate drama, so I'll have to think about it. You and your comrades have the courage to deliver my countrymen. I am certain of it. In light of Gaius' rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would not stop at nothing to protect her and her people. It's all good, man, but yeah, once, like, I have to uphold the rules, and once I have a permaban for a reason. Well, that doesn't matter, dude. Like, you're banned, so. Okay, dude, seriously, you can talk. I'll talk to you later about this. Please stop bringing drama into the chat, dude. Otherwise, I'll have to block you from the chat as well. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? Yeah, dude, you're banned. Because you broke the rules. You continued to bring drama into the Discord, and you kept going on about it when I told you to stop. And now you're doing it in the chat, so either knock it off or I'm gonna ban you from the chat as well. I'm trying to enjoy a good Saturday, I'm trying to enjoy the stream, and I don't need this. You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two, and if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the fairy guide and protect you, all of you. Oh, we got an item level coffer. Okay, dude, if you keep asking, I'm gonna ban you from the chat. I already told you why you were banned. You broke the rules. And not only that, you were pretty insulted to me on a couple of the streams. So, this is your last warning, dude. Like, knock it off, or I'm gonna ban you from the chat. Alright, bye. Oh, let's see here. Oh yeah, that's definitely a better body piece. Sorry about that, everybody. It's just that's a guy who had some beef with another guy, and I continuously told him over and over and over again to, like, stop talking about the drama. Like, dude, like, I don't need to know. But he kept going on and on and on. He broke the rule. He was also rude to me on a couple streams. So I'm like, dude, like, you had more than enough warnings, so bye. I don't tolerate with that crap. I don't got time to play with people to be acting like kids. Like, if you can't be civil and, you know, you're gonna come in and cause drama, and I even told the other person too, but you know what the other person did? They respected that and they stopped talking about it. So no, you cannot come back into the Discord, and now you're banned from the chat. Best of the best, because for me, I just want to stream, have a good time, have fun. I don't care about your personal drama. You guys leave that crap out of it. The other members of the Ilburst contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform you of their arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready. The remaining members of the Scions, your friends and most of the Ilburst contingent await you within. Would you like me to see you through?
By the 12. Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilzabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia!
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention. Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must. I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation, here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughingstock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya? The Avatar of Destruction? With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolain?
Ah, yes. Emanolain de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Let's see. I dare say your fancy footwork may be all that stands between us and certain doom.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Maxima, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Doma. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
So let's make sure we got everything before we leave. Oh, there you go. We got Tati. Besides the delegated assembly here, the Amasha and several other tribes offer to send troops of their own. Unfortunately, due to their physiology, many would struggle simply to survive in the harsh climate of Ilsabard. They would also likely to prove tempting targets for abduction by Telophoroi. All things considered, they can better aid the cause by bolstering our defenses of Eorzea, though their eagerness to do more has been noted. We few shall have to suffice. Ere we embark, we must distribute the warding scales to our comrades. Care to do the honors? Lucia, you get first dibs. Warding scales for the Ishgardian delegation, I take it. Oh yeah, there you go. Many thanks. These talismans may prove to be the deciding factor in the battles to come. I find myself conflicting by this foray into Garlemald, sent by the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard, only to throw in my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing. And now I lead a mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. But that is doubtless to why I was chosen by Lord Aramak. He would have me put my extensive knowledge and former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Ishgard, Garlemald, and the world at large, I will lead us to victory. And Lise, you're up. A set of warding scales I spy? Not that I would know what they look like. Yeah. Always being the cynical one. Wow, look at these. Even a layman like me can tell they're bursting with aether. All the better to fend off tempting waves. Is that right? Is that the right term? Anyway, these will give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain of whatever else is waiting for us in Garlemald. Only one way to find out, eh? And nervous or not, I'd march through all 7 hells and gave it a chance to put Xenos back in the grave where he belongs. I hear you've got something for us? Them scales been talking about. Pretty little things, ain't they? Reckon they're worth a gill or two when this is all over, but we'll hold on to them for now. And one more thing. I know what you're all thinking. Why didn't they send Inzar instead? Buggered if I know. All the Admiral and Captain Helfer told me was that they needed someone to help safeguard the future, and here I am. Can't say they haven't gotten a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might be wondering what good a pirate is on dry land in the middle of the Soden snow of all places. Well, me and me crew do whatever we needs to do, so let's set sail, or however the saying goes, on an airship. Yes? So these are the farm warding scales, enough for me and my men, I see. Under normal circumstances, I would not be allowed to travel outside the 12's Woods, but Elder Seedseer has granted me special permission. She has bid me lend my magics to the people of Garlemald while learning all I can of their ways. In doing so, I will come closer to understanding myself and my place in the world. Or so she says. I say it's past time for our allies benefited from the power at the Seedseer's disposal. Some bowmen that we hide our light under a bushel, and I intend to address that criticism. Let's see, who's left? Serena! We heard it would be cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. Oh, the talisman. We are to keep these close at all times, yes? I will see that no one misplaces theirs. And before I forget, I have a message from Hien. In distant lands, in times of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. I hope I have done these words justice. Doma, like much of Ulthard, has been plagued by the towers. Yet while he could not be here, he wishes to express his shared conviction. Hien and Yugiri labor without rest to unite the people, and with their aid, we will keep the enemy at bay. And we of the Steep and the Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war. You have a warding scale for me too? No, you don't get one. Nah, just kidding. Thank you for this and for going to such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I would impart some advice. If I may, you have been told by many you to wear the cold of Isbard, and I cannot stress enough that this is no token warning. I'll be distributing specifically made warming tinctures, whatever that word. Courtesy of the Alchemist Guild, but understand that they are no substitute for proper protection. I leave the provisioning of said protection at your discretion. Now let us proceed to the Alamegan Quarter. While you make your final preparations, I will have the pilots ready the airships. Oh, there we go. Alpha no! This is your last chance to make ready before we set forth. Yes, I'm good. For the love of God, can we just please go? You needn't worry about Urianger and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Estinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent a fair bit of time up north recently, well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing Grand Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise, I suppose, provided you're not overly concerned with style. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If I only had time to find something in my liking. Hark! Is that the cry of scions in need of a tailor, I hear? Oh no. Oh, it's Sadaru. But how? Ha 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 ha, I have my ways. Oh yes, indeed. You thought you could sneak off to Ilsabard without telling me? Heh, nothing escapes my notice. Now, you will wear these garments I've made for you whether you like it or not. You never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion. Rather, the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? I did have one thing to share. Ergamus and Bloomwida have finally returned from their assignments in faraway lands. They'll be staying at the Rising Stones for a while to keep an eye on events throughout Eorzea. Since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Charlian? Oh, why not? You can keep Krau company in the Baldessian Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard Argamus and Bloomwood did a fine job carrying on in our seed while we were laying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stone, we have nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again because a certain someone who shall remain nameless is in a position to transport your souls to another world, if anything similar to a disaster were to happen, I'd be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Charlian. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will every day. Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer. Here are your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly. I don't think I have any glamour prisms, though. Yep, I don't have any glamour prisms. They might be on my retainer. Let's see, is there a retainer thing in here anywhere? No. There is not. I mean, we gotta put it on, you know, for the story. Alright, how about we go to New Gridania real quick? I'm pretty sure they're in my retainers inventory. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I sold some stuff. Yes, withdraw it. Give me my money. Yep, there's some glamour prisons. There we go. Base appearance. There we go. Cast. There, at least we'll look the part now. Alright, back to Gurabanya. There, at least I got some of my money back. Frosty reception. I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? It's an honor to finally meet you. We of Garland Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across... Contingent across the mountains into Garlemald. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notably imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of his expedition. Our resources are at your disposal, and if there is aught we might do to be further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you are ready to depart, I will ready the engines. Upon boarding the airship, several cutscenes will play in secret, as I recommend that you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent points. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Okay.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've
survivors of the Civil War, perhaps.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that real quick.
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald. The very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Ooh, I get to play as Thancred? Assuming there's nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you're ready.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Okay, what does what here? Falling, keen energy, brutal shell, solid barrier. Throw a bomb that confuses and sends of guard dogs. Neutralizing them has no effect on Imperial soldiers. Okay. Reduces damage taken by 30%. Mask your presence, making it impossible for most enemies to detect you, and increases movement speed. Cannot be cast while in combat. Oh crap.
Must be losing my touch.
I didn't realize it was like a freaking... I didn't realize they had a time limit on it. Oh, okay, so it's like a rogue from WoW. You have your freaking...
Oh, wow. Alright, we gotta try and do this right. For that one to go by. Now hide and send the word. How do I send the word? Where do I gotta go? Find a place to hide.
have to go back out? I don't get it. I can hide behind that tree. Well, let me guess. I have to make it all the way through there, don't I? Oh, there we go. There it is. Hiding place. Nice.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Okay. Not yet. Let's wait for that other one to start walking back first. God, I hate this stupid camera. Alright, wait for that Vanguard to pass. What about that Imperial soldier on the other side? Okay, he doesn't go all the way around. Ooh, don't look this way. Uh-oh. Alright, that took care of the dog. Oh,
Must be losing my touch.
Good. It's almost at 50%. Oh, that's fine. There's another one. If I have to restart this mission, it is what it is. Now that I actually got the hang of it, I think I could do better a second round. I'll just wait for that slasher to walk by and then we'll go over and cap that dude out. Come on, go on. Oh, there's another one right there. It says to the northwest, so it should be. Oh, it's right there. Nice, got it. It didn't do too bad. Now blow it to Kingdom Come.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but...
Wait! Something
Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Fighters! Protect the others! A brief respite, but stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishgard is here!
I can't even target any of those ones.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
Still struggling? Oh, we put our backs into it then! I've been itching for a good scrap.
Over here. Big bastard's going straight for the carriages. Stop it in its tracks. Oh, crap.
We're fine. I'm ready for more.
Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
To the front? Okay. Head north to the front line.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
That's Biggles. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
I was wondering when you'd turn up. There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
All right, here we go.
Forward!
Right! Let them have it!
Oh yeah, you go, Pippin.
That's her! Biggles!
Do not fall behind!
We're fine, we're fine.
Or die!
Alright, that takes care of the ads. Back to her. Come on, you stupid mouse. Come on. Get in there.
Tremble before the sun!
They're having way too much fun with this. Overkill much? Duty completed, at least.
A worthy adversary. Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
Sadu Hatun.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. the chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Camp Broken Glass. Okay. Fitting name, I guess. In spite of obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace, just a little farther and we'll reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are here to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Y'shtola and Gara to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alice and I will meet you there. Sure, buddy. Except there's no new information regarding this area yet, but let's go ahead and repair our gear. Yes, repair all. Damn. That's a hefty repair price, 1,000 gil. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with the palpable aura of malevolence. Yeah, there you go. Alright. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, and holy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Za, only far more terrifying. Aether flows in unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in for here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Second, everybody, I gotta respond to something real fast. You'll be pleased to know most of the tempered have been quartered inside the nearby building and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect them to find ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything has been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tampered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting? I'll make my way there. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with cerulean heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmascian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Well, let's see here. If there are any survivors, we'll surely find them. Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if there's nothing else that needs doing. Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh, wait. No, I don't. No. We'll find the survivors. Because I'm a survivor.
I have faith that you will,
cap.
and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Gods be good. If it is this cold with Tataru's cooling, I dread think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like this, even they be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. Emmanuelen. Oh, chums. Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Ahem. Since you ask, we're to scour the Elben Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. Let me check. Oh. Alright, we're good. Just had to check something real quick. Alright, oh, right, I can't fly. Damn it, I cannot fly! No. Hey, look, there's an aether current. I'm sure once we get this, it'll tell us. Nice. Oops. Forgot to lock that. Garlemald. Okay, so we are officially 50% through the zones, at least. I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow. Know what we're after, either way. Is that an aether current? Ah, no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see over yon harlock, under yon hillock? There's no mistaking it, that's a girl. He would spot that out. A survivor? Show me. Wait, why did it say Alpha? No, I thought that was Alice. Over there, behind that tree, it looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She wouldn't even have known we were here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. A rather fetching one at that. Oh, they're both here. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tentacures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. Unless we forget the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go and Godspeed. A trail of fresh footprints lead east. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. We're getting close, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look like to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. For you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It'd be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Oh, she saw me. Wait, how did she see me? I'm behind the damn rock. Okay, I guess we gotta try again. That's right. You see nothing? I actually did a side quest like this where you gotta oh, son of a too close. Gotta keep going. They're all depending on me. Can't get too far behind. There we go. Phew, still in one piece. Hello there. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alphino, and this is my sister Alice and our good friend Kiara. We have no intention of hurting you or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telepharoi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they destroy the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we're striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telepharoi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name is Lucina. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night and roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. You have family here. Is this their home? No, this is Victor's spoil, a mansion for retired soldiers, or it was, but now me and a few others are borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... the truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. The Senia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fooled to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word? If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alice? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, yes, do as you will. Oh, almost to level 83. Oh, another item level. Sorry, I was still finding it hard to come to terms with that's all that happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for others. As you can tell, they're in far worse state than me. You're planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Who knows? I can treat their frostbite in their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. That would be a good chance to make use of Emmanuel's tentacures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. Not with this. Warming tentacure? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened, it's nothing but ruins now. Few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from the winds and the snow. Food production, water purification, the magic tech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cereal Ignis is full of the stuff, for all the good it does us. No one there knows the first thing about extraction of or refinement. All is well, yes, never better. Well, this will make you better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Haha, 'twas a joke, ha 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 ha. I laughed, his that may not weep. So said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek if they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the roar, then came the roar. When the morning came, Garlaban was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosion, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the dish-field remains, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shoved mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architects of our destruction. The hopeful few tried the reason with deranged only to be beaten by their kindness. Hey, sniper, you can do the thing. You can do the thing now, Chevy? Yes, you can do the thing. You can do the thing. Because it is all fixed. I fixed it. I can see the chat on screen now and the game runs perfectly fine. But I don't know what thing you're talking about unless that's the thing you're referring to. Alrighty. But I knew better than to plead with the Horde. For the Horde. Nah, I'm actually going to play Alliance when I play WoW. I never played Alliance before. Well, I did like a long time ago, but I virtually don't remember. I mainly was like 99% a Horde player. I play with my health, if not my consequence preserved. The port forwarding. Oh, you can do the thing. Okay, that thing. Nice. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. New modem is so nice. Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, it's so nice when things actually work, isn't it? That's why I ditched the router that they gave me. I'm like, nah, I'm just going to use one that I got that I know works to where I need it to work, that I don't have to micromanage it on my phone to work every single time I want to play a damn game or host one. It's like, I can just set up, not even port forwarding, but just port triggering. It's like, okay, the port's going to stay closed, play a game, it's going to open it. Okay, we're done playing the game, it's going to close it again automatically. Such a wonderful feature. What do you want? I want to warm your blood. A Tentacure? I may as well drink it, I suppose. Yeah, you'll drink it and you'll like it. Oh, nice. Big Final Fantasy XIV player, your friend that plays Darkness Falls. You found that out the day before yesterday. Sweet. Of course, like I said earlier, as soon as I'm done with, I don't think I'm gonna get the next expansion, at least not for a while. So I think as soon as I'm done with EndWalker on this one, I'm gonna go to Worlds of Warcraft, but the classic one, not the new one. No, no, I'm not buying another expansion. We're just gonna go fucking old school with that shit. Back when I started it in Burning Crusade. It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We used to listen to the messages sent by others, even over great distances. Well, we have something like that. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore. Sourced from Locus Ammonius, it is. I'd be open to playing some Ark Ascended as well. I'm not saying no. Not that all you see, it's so nice to be able to see the messages on the screen now. I can just respond to you just like that without having to look over at my phone every 5 seconds. Oh, did someone say something? Did someone say something? Because what had happened was I figured out why it was kind of like glitching or lagging. I had to set the game to windowed mode first, set the resolution to, 1440, apply it, restart the game, and then set it to borderless window. Because what was happening is when I just set it to borderless window, it was downscaling it to like 720p, which was what was causing it was like, so ultra. You're done with Black Ops 7 for a while? Yeah, me too. I'm like, I don't even want to play it. Yeah, I'm down for, I'm not saying no to Ark. I'm not saying no at all. I want to try and go back to live streaming and only having a few recording because I miss live streaming. Alrighty, anyway. With that being said, now that all that since the capital fell into ruin, the people at the broadcasting station must have either fled, ended up like all the others, because we're all been hearing the same music being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland from Locus Ammonius. Oh. It got uninstalled? Huh. Well, that's weird. You don't want to go through all the bullshit of setting it up again because it got uninstalled for some reason. I don't know, man. I just don't know. We may have founded an empire in these frozen waters, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. It's a solemn reminder that, though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen his catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself that he may one day make his triumphant return. He went to play it today and it was not in the storage area, and I went to the Xbox apps and tried to said it was not installed. Oh shit. Well, that sounds like an issue with the app then. I haven't had that happen to me, but what's driving me nuts, like not on the PSA to anybody who was also having this issue with the BattleNet app, is like my mouse, like not my mouse, but like it was just going crazy on the screen, and it turns out it was the Razer Synapse software was causing like a confliction. So I couldn't even select anything in like the BattleNet app. It was driving me nuts. And then I read some forums and stuff, and So I was like, okay, well, let me disable it, and there you go, problem solved. I mean, I know that has nothing to do with Xbox, but it's just stupid freaking, like, problems like that just randomly pop up because it never did it before. So. Yes, I'm sure Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. Oh no, he's dead, bro. Like, he's dead. He croaked the bucket. Killed by his own offspring. I think. Or is it his nephew? I think it's his... I don't know. I can't remember if Xenos is his nephew or if it's his son. Can't remember. What's that? It's to warm your ass up. So this is what you gave the others. Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, a few things to ask you. Are you part of a group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vigorous troops heading towards Magna Glacis a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Vergilla and all her men are there now? So how did you reach the Magna Glacis? Did you cross the mountains on foot? No, we flew, jumped off, and then, walked the rest of the way. Airships. Then there might be a way to... Messenia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? A voice from inside, you say. You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps the baby Almas has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat the Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. She's hiding something. If you would mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, peoples whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do from what we can tell. I already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not as willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. And that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up on your own supplies. But there might be another way to pay the tappers. What, with my body? I don't think so. No. I don't pay things that way. If it's ceruleum you need, it's ceruleum you shall have. Thank you so much. To reach the tapper's den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight. But if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier just to look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. She's hiding something. Oh yes, she's definitely hiding something. Alright, now which way to go? Looks like it's just a straight shot down that way. Any aether currents nearby? To the southwest, well that's where we're going. Oh, I see it, it's right there. Alright. Keep my eyes out for a glowy green thing. Directly to the south. Back to the southwest. I guess this is probably going to be back here. Yep, there it is. Oh, you dirty little thing. Okay, come on. You want some of this? Come on. Yeah, you better run away. So here's my Aether Current. Oh, you're back for more? You and your friend. Let's go. I'll take both of you down. And you too, just because you pissed me off. Can't hit me if I'm running around in circles, can ya? No, they can still hit you. Burly Trapper. Burly? You know Burly, right? Burly. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over at Victor Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up assholes. They thought they could come waltzing in here demanding cerulean with nothing to offer in return? Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now. The capital's gone to shite. So they resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, Salesword. Actually, I'm a horrible salesman if you watched the last episode. If they think we'll give in to intimidation, they've got another thing coming. Alright, you asked for it then. There you are. Just after you left, Lucina asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is the Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. I miss my glowy weapon. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Well, they didn't want to talk, so I had to use force. Erosian and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean. You were brought here from other lands? Urabania, Yansha, Bozet, Damaska, to name a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bullocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. And all given the title of An. placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulean Ignis, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of a lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Huh, wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruin, we take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful if they're interested. We'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us, thanks to the Empire. And the knowledge and skills that we acquired working here would practically, the acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being, long as there's a need for ceruleum. We'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we know is gone for good. Gone for good. Regardless of what ill-bred contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, what would be cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Emperor's name, perhaps it's for the best that this is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories, should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. How about you? Let me see what new item you gave me. Ooh, some lakes. And definitely better than what I got. Oop. At the end of the trial. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? Well, yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I beat the crap out of your two guards up front. What? Those purebloods up at Victor Spoil sent you? I thought we established that already. To turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Lucien's got her little sister to think about. A sister, but we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her if she needed treatment. I doubt there'd be any way to get around it here. I may have refused Licinia first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them on your way, you hear? I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Well, I mean, we're strangers. If you had someone you wanted to protect and keep safe, wouldn't you kind of not, like, you know, talk about it? Just saying. Ooh, 1,000 yards to the north? That's all the way up here. So far we got 221. Probably should go to Thavnir. It's gotta... Oh wait, no, that's right. It's on the other side that I can't get to. No quest done yet. No, that's generally how these expansions usually go. You only get access to like half the map, and then as you go later on in the game, you get access to the other half. And then in which case, by the time you actually need flying, you have to wait to the end of the game to get it. Oh, I cannot believe I made it up that ridge. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphino would still be here treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. How about behind the house? That would be my best get. Yep. How did I know? Uh-oh. They collapsed? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting for the wings of us to show weakness, then in you swoop. Here to help. What rot, all a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found the empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true, Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it, so the medicine ran out or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid sounding like of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, tainted with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than to suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, and be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. And DDoS again. That makes what? 4 in a row now? Oh, good God. Well, I hope that didn't screw up the quest. Alright, well, everybody, while we're sitting here waiting to reconnect, I will be right back. Oh, okay, we are back in. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to go through that scene all over again. Right? Yep. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how the Xenia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I must first attend to my injuries in there. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. Don't forget to give them the... We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Two sets of fresh footprints, young women judging by the size. This is definitely them, come on. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her alien sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Clues. Okay. We must zoom out the mouse. Can I get up on top right here? Come on, get up there. I see no clues. But if I had to be a betting man, they probably went up the bridge. Maybe. No, I guess not. I don't care about no stupid bait. I think I know where they went. I'm gonna guess right here. Or right there. That works too. Fresh blood. The blood staining its nose appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeasterly. That was close. And there's Licinia, probably dead. Both of them. The two bodies are already cold. Yep, they're dead.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No. Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold. I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? You have no control over that. A way forward. We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them, someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make a report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. I love how the gill is 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? I would use the EXP buffs, but honestly, I don't think they count towards quests. I think it's only like for dungeons and stuff. Ooh, nice glowy weapon. Alice and Alphano tell me they have finished with their preliminary search for survivors, but refrained from saying much more than that. Clearly, they are reluctant to provide details when I ask for your account.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Ah, there, see how it is Titus. It's not, oh, well, I don't know. His name is pronounced Titus, not Titus. I don't know. Titus or Titus. The debate goes on.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced.
Oh, good. So that means you can start hosting games now instead of me. And I could be the one to switch. Yeah, it makes a huge difference when you can, when I went from think about this, dude. I went from like 10 to 500. Think how I can feel it. Think how I felt the difference on mine. You're going from 100 to 500. I went from 10.
While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly.
Your PC's... You're running, what, a 4070, right? Sniper? And you've got 32 gigs of DDR5? Nope. Because your system is pretty much the equivalent to mine, just about. Granted, mine has, you've got the... I don't know, tell me the specs, like what's the CPU and what's the GPU? So I already know you got 32 gigs of RAM via 4 sticks. Don't you have like the Ryzen, like 7 or 9 or something like that? For the AM5? Yeah, so see, then yeah, yours is the equivalent to mine basically. Mine's just mine is AM4, so I'm on last gen. So if I can handle it, you should have no problem. I'm running a 12 core and a 7800 XT, which is equivalent to an NVIDIA 4070. So, oh, that's right. So yeah, then you're fine. I mean, mine has more cores because mine's a Ryzen 9, but again, yours is because I do more for processing stuff for the video encoding. But yeah, you got the Ryzen 7. I'm guessing the 7800X, or is it an X3D? No, you can't use it as an excuse. There is no might about it. Your system's the equivalent of mine. It's just the next gen up. No excuse.
Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered.
If you can come up with a legitimate excuse,
and Garlemald's
sure.
own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
Apple pie moonshine and Everclear? Okay, yeah, you have fun with that. Let me know how the toilet tastes.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. Because that strong alcohol, whatever bacteria is there, it'll kill it. That's true. That is very, very true. Because when you ain't feeling the shit, you ain't gotta worry, yeah? I guess so. If I'm not feeling anything, I'd probably be worried. I'd be like, oh my god, my whole body's numb. I can't feel my face. It's like people who go on, who have Botox, it's like all they can do is smile. Or what is it like Robin Williams said? It's like, I'm smiling, but I'm so scared I can't express it. Rest in peace.
From that point onward, they have no memories. No recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers.
Yeah, I know how much proof moonshine is. And you're right, best antibiotic, because nothing's going to survive that.
But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varys giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, it is familiar because that's the Tower of Babel from freaking the Book of Genesis.
We have something to show you all.
Isn't that illegal, Sniper? Don't say anything incriminating, okay? You bought a quart of it last time you were visiting your old man? Oh, that's cool. But still, no self-incrimination here, okay? Be careful.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. As long as it's legal, okay. That's all I'm saying. As long as it's legal. It's not illegal if you're doing it. Okay. Well, even without a license. Okay. As long as we got those grounds covered. And the only thing I want to get a quart of is some chocolate chip ice cream from Thrifty. And I actually found a place because they closed the Rite Aid down by my house that had it, so I can't get it from there anymore. But I found another place that actually has like a Thrifty ice cream kind of, it's like a fast food chicken place and then a Thrifty ice cream parlor in the same building. So I was like, oh heck yeah. I saw it when I was out doing a DoorDash, and I remember where it is too, and it's pretty close by. So I was like, oh yes, my ice cream. But it's a little too cold right now for ice cream. A little too cold.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal,
I was gonna say, isn't 100 gallons a bit excessive for the up to? Like, you can produce one like 100 gallons. Like, who the hell? Well, maybe like if it's a big family, like maybe like 1 gallon, but a freaking 100? Jesus God! Just don't light a match anymore, cause holy shit. You'll have your own mini nuke going off. You'll get married into it.
then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends! I must speak with you! A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it.
Oh, but it's perfectly fine when Garlemald invades everybody else. Yeah, that's okay, but how dare you invade us, right? Oh, the hypocrisy.
Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and
me, of course.
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
And let me guess, we gotta escort this douche. This douche canoosh. You'll be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else, remember this. Thancred in particular will be worried sick if you've gone too long. May the Fury watch over you and keep you. Yes, yes, yes. Lead the way, asshole. Are you and the children ready? I will explain the route once we are outside the camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing else, nothing less. You have our full cooperation. I know, right, Sniper? Damn. I gotta have them toes and feet. It's kind of my jam. Proper etiquette. I'll show him proper etiquette. Come fight me, bro. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill and then follow the road until we reach the Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alisade and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Kiara. Kiara? Where have I heard that before? Oh, you've heard it, man. Maybe look up the champion of Eorzea who kicked your guys' ass. I highly doubt that, Sniper. No matter, Alphino and Alisade will watch the road up ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you think you're going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. See, look, he's a pansy. You don't even want to fight. Ready to make the dash for the station? I'm gonna run into a mob just so that it can hit him, but then if I do that, it'll fail, sadly. Discover a new location, 34,710 EXP. Alright. Level up just by walking around. Okay, I hope we don't have to run all the way up here. Ew, crikey, what's that thing? I'm gonna poke it with a stick. Jolton. Oh, that looks ominous. Can you pet that dog? Yes, you can go pet that dog. You can pet all these dogs. Pet them all you want. Alright, douchebag. You pronounced that wrong. What is it? Dog? Like D-A-W-G? That kind of dog? This is it. The first stop. What the hell? This is only the first stop? It's pronounced Jotun. Oh. Not Jotun. Jotun. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. The J is like a Y. So, yeah. Jotun. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. I can hardly pronounce half the words in this damn game anyway. Words I've never seen or heard from ever before in my life. Good, it looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you kept on your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Ooh, I want to kill him. I want to kill him. North of the station is Rigo Domorum, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The affected roam of the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off. Understood? You kept having to pause Arc Ascended download over the last 3 days and allow it to download a little bit overnight. And it just took 20 minutes to fully download because it got corrupted due to a power surge last night. And it's finishing up. Yeah, it's nice. I know. you're like, I'm loving this. It would take like a day or two to download. Dude, think about how I felt when I was uploading my videos. Like on my old, and we're talking each one just for 30 minutes was like 7 or 8 gigs on a 10 megabit connection. I can only upload one. It took like 8 hours. Now I can upload like 10 within 30 minutes. It's ridiculous. Okay, well maybe not 30 minutes. That's a little bit much, but you get the point. And it's like, and it's done. I wonder what level item coffer. Time to go watch something you shouldn't. Okay, I don't want to know what that is, but you do you, buddy. You're supposed to be watching me, but alright, I see how it is. See? Look, we even got new feet. Who's gonna lick my feet now if you're gone? We got new feet. See? There. I'll even take them... Here, I'll take them off for you. There you go. That's my feet. Alright. What time is it? I got enough time for a few more. From here, we'll be heading northwest, keeping left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye, they spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chance of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. Don't forget we gotta do some mining for ammo resource sometime between now and next Friday. Yes, I know. Haven't forgotten. Well, we're like 2 days away from the horde, though, so... I gotta... Well, I can only come on for like... Ah, my god, you guys couldn't go 5 minutes? Alright. Oh, yeah, I know. I was thinking maybe tomorrow, once I get home from DoorDash, we can probably hop on for a little bit. I didn't go out today because it's Saturday. I don't work Saturdays, regardless of the reason. We're either on 60 or 60. Well, I can't remember. Yeah, but I know we're at least on 60. I'm not sure if it's 60 or 61. I see why your comrades chose you. Yeah, Horde Night is on day 63. I just can't remember if it's day 60 or 61 we left off of, but I'm pretty sure it's 60. So yeah, we can definitely spend like an hour or two, you know, mining up some resources before the horde. And hopefully if we get enough, we can finally go do that damn quest and continue the Darkness Falls story. So we gotta get it done. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted or tempered, as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that way we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried for reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving forward. I mean, I guess in a sense, you know, you can't blame the dude for being, you know, a little pessimistic and skeptic. But we can cure them, damn it. Listen to us. We can cure them. Don't worry. worry, we'll fix you here. Come on, Cypher, you should know what that's from. Come on. It's like, don't worry, they'll fix you here. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. Mofo, you're the one that keeps running into these freaking mobs. Again, look at this. Like, right down the thing. You can't even go 1 minute. Not even 1 damn minute. Really? Alright. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of desire to remain undiscovered. And that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary conflict. Dude, you're the one that keeps getting caught. Keep following the railway. It's like, oh, let's not get caught. It's like, he's the one who keeps getting caught. What the hell? Like, I'm not getting caught. You're getting caught. The dude's projecting. That's what he's doing. He's projecting. So we are going all the way up here. How close am I to an aether current? Not that far, actually. Let's go see if we can grab one real fast. 315 to the north. Screw it. 315 is still kind of a good ways away. Yeah. Alrighty. Look at what they have become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Yes. Yes, we would, because we can cure them. Those exposed to a vast quantity of Primal's Aether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you have seen the monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Oh, see, look, we gotta go north anyway. Wait, but that was an aetherite. If you guys hear something opening and closing, it's just the Judy Boo putting her food in microwave. At least there's supposed to be an aetheryte here. Where is it? And a mender. Oh, okay, I see. It's inside the rock. Is there a way in? Is there a way into this rock? No, doesn't look like it. Ah, fizzle sticks. We're almost there. You have kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine this way. This is Terradum, one of Garlemald's largest stations. Now it serves as our headquarters. Small little bite. Come on, potatoes too. I can get some of it. Thank you. I've already sent the twins ahead. I will be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Wait, what? Bottom of what stairs? Oh, okay. I'm guessing we gotta go either in here or down there somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Oh, never had to have an aetheryte be underground before. The aetheryte is not responding. Oh, so I can't even attune it yet? Damn it. Damn. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse, even so I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to the camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must all be but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still very bitterly cold, much like the victor's spoil. It must be a constant struggle just to keep their peoples warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guest, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive, over here. Speaking of cold, I'm freezing my giblets off too.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The First? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our Emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop! Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Let's see here. Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I gotta get me something to eat. Be sure to check back with us at about 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for No One Survived with M80. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to smash that like, subscribe if you're new. Definitely ring that little bell so you set it to all so you get notified of when we go live and when we upload the latest videos. And don't forget to come hang out with us over on Discord. Follow me over on Rumble. Details for that are in the description below. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one.
Seeing, yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.